Hello everyone, I'm back down the club lakes again today. I said that I was going to be coming back on the Thursday, but it's the Friday today. I couldn't get down here yesterday. But I'm back down here on the Friday. I'm already down the lake. I've got all my gear down here. I've already got a rod just down there again. I'm not going to be fishing this swim, but I've just come to put a rod in there because there was a few fish cruising about. So I just stuck one in there. All my gear's down the swim. I'm not set up yet, but it's all in there, it's all ready. I've already had rods out for about 10-15 minutes or so until I come down here and saw a couple of carp, and one of which was one of the newly stocked mirrors. So come and put a rod in there. But yeah, not fishing this one this time. I might move. I've got 3 nights here, so I might move to this swim. I might give the swim a night or two and move down here possibly, because I'm not seeing much in the swim I'm in, but if I'm being honest, I'm not seeing much anywhere. There's not really much going around the top. It's a lot cloudier today. It's quite a bit windier, so hopefully that'll open up a few more windows of feeding for them, and they'll get down on the bottom and start having a munch. But yeah, before I put this rod in, I put a bit of bait in, and the mirror was feeding on it. But I've come back, put a rod in, just chucked a little bit more in, and now it's just a matter of waiting for him to come back and see if he feeds again, which I doubt he would, because I made quite a bit of noise putting that lead in because I kept getting leaves and stuff on the hook. But hopefully he does. But I've already had one off the top. It was a nice little common, so it was nice to have one. I would have robbed the mirror that he was with, because there was a mirror and a common going towards each other, and the common took it. But yeah, once I'm all set up and got the rods out, I'll run you through what I'm using, what I'm putting out there. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get a few. Right, got here not even an hour ago. Saw a few taken. The bread I chucked out on the top. Put my bread amongst them, and this one had a little go on it. Really nice fish, nice shape on it, big shoulders, lovely mouth, not a little touch on that mouth at all. There's still a few out there. Whether they're going to take any more or not, I don't know, but we'll give it a go. We'll try it. If not, I'm happy with the one. What a lovely fish, and hopefully the start of a great session. So let's get her back. Right, I'm pretty much set up now. I've got the bivvy up, got the bed up. The rods aren't out, but I've got a bit of bait in the swim. I'm just going to let it rest for a bit with the bait in there, let him come in and feed a bit more confident. I'm not seeing many in the swim, and if I'm being honest, I'm not feeling overly confident. There's been 1 or 2 mooching about around. I've seen one of the ghosties near, just come right past the swim. But yeah, like I said, I'm all set up, I'm all ready. I might go round even and do a little bit of surface fishing, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to get properly sorted, make sure everything's ready, and yeah, I'll see what time it is, see if the sun's still out, see if it's still about, because it's sort of quite cloudy today as well. So the sun sort of goes in, comes back out sometimes, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've already had one off the top. Nice little fish, pop a nice scrap. But yeah, I'm really hoping we can catch a few out of this swim. But if not, I'm probably going to make a move tomorrow morning. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to put in too much bait. I put in about 3 kilo, just spread around different spots in the swim last week. So I'm not going to put in too much. But yeah, so I'll probably give it another hour or so, get set up, properly sorted. Might go do a bit of surface fishing, because I don't want to put the rods out when I go do surface fishing and have to bring them back in again. But so yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can have a few. If we do, obviously you'll know about it. I'm here till Monday. It's Friday at the moment, so we've got plenty of time. If I need to move about, I can. I've been seeing a few fish up the other end, but not too many. There was a big weed bed, big weedy bay, and there was loads of fish just sat in there, a couple of big ones. I was surface fishing it. I missed a bite. It was from one of the bigger ones there as well. Looked like a good upper double common. He took the bread, I set the hook and just pulled it right out of his mouth. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it, because Still got plenty more opportunities this session, still got plenty of time. So let's get probably sorted. If we go about and do some surface fishing, you'll know about it. I'll show you, I'll take you around. But yeah, let's see what happens. I've showed you before in a previous session, but this is the swim, a really nice little intimate swim. Not very big, but you still got room. You've got room for your rods, bivvy, and what else. Stairs going up, but yeah, I'm going to be fishing. Got the rod there, literally ready to put out. I'm going to be fishing over under that tree. It's nice and clear there, really hard drop, nice and deep. And then one over by that little margin. I'm not going to fish that tree because there is spots, but it's a bit risky. It's just for peace of mind. I don't want to put it out there and think, oh, is that fishing? Is that in weed? Is it? So I thought I'll keep away from that. But I did bait that spot and that spot before and that spot. So there's still been bait over there in those spots. But we'll get the rods out soon. Hopefully one of them will produce a bite, but we'll see what happens. Right, sorry about the lighting, guys. I'm in the bivvy now. It's about 10:30, so it's obviously dark. But I've had 2 takes now. One of which I lost in the weeds because they dug right deep in there. I was just keeping steady pressure on the rod for about 5-10 minutes and it just wasn't moving. Flipped the bail, set the rod down, picked it back up after about 5 minutes or so, and I just felt a little tug and it come off. So that was a shame. But as I was putting that rod back out, the other rod went, and believe it or not, it was the mirror I had last Saturday again. So I just slipped them straight back from the net and got all the rods back out happy. So see if we can manage any more for the night. It's still quite early, like I said, it's about 10:30, so still got plenty of time tonight for a bite. If not, got plenty of time tomorrow. Maybe do a bit of stalking, surface fishing, whatnot. Just see what the day goes. So yeah, I'll report back in the morning if I haven't had anything, but if I catch anything, you'll hear from me tonight. So yeah, fingers crossed we'll get it for you. Right, it is 1 o'clock in the morning, or just coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 12:55, but you probably know why I'm up. And if you look down here, slings out, and we've got a fish in it. It's not just any fish, it's a fish I've been targeting for so long. I don't even know how long now, so long. And just wait until you see this. Right, I've been waiting for this for quite a long time now. Ever since I saw the picture of this fish, I've been after it. I've been wanting it. I've spent hours stalking it. Even yesterday, I was sat stalking this fish up the other end of the lake. And as that sun went down, I did not think I'd catch it. But just look at that. What an incredible little carp. It only goes at 8.5 pounds. I'm not going to weigh it, but the last time and the only time I've seen it out was 8.5. And it doesn't look any bigger than that. I might give it a weigh just to see if it's packing on the weight still or not. But yeah, just look at the scales on it. The fish is so dark, the camera can barely pick up the scales. It's just got that lovely big white tail, these huge fins, lovely untouched mouth. And honestly, just what an incredible fish. I can't believe I've caught it so quickly as well. I was literally stalking this fish up the other end of the lake yesterday. But wow, what a creature. Let's go back. Right, as you can see behind me, the rods are out on the same spots as last night. And yeah, I'm not fishing the spot I had that mirror, the whitetail mirror from. Because that was literally just off some pads behind me. And they don't really come very close in during the day. So I've not bothered fishing that. I'll probably fish that tonight. But yeah, they're on the other spots against the tree behind me and then in another margin. So yeah, hopefully they'll produce something. But I've had a little walk around today, this morning. I've not seen much on the surface, but there's been a few about. A couple over the other side, but there's been a couple behind me on the surface, just going about in front of my swim. So maybe later in the day as it gets a bit hotter, go back and do a bit of surface fishing, but I'm not sure because there's not really many showing. But yeah, hopefully as we go into tonight I can manage a few more bites. But I was planning on moving today. I was thinking of moving, but I don't think I'm good enough. I think I'm just going to stick out in this swim because I did pretty well last night. I managed 3 bites, one of which was obviously the whitetail mirror, another one of which was that same mirror that I had last week again, and then another one I lost in the weeds. So 3 bites isn't too bad at all for one night. So hopefully that can continue into tonight, and I can manage a few. But yeah, I had a little walk around all the lakes. It's not as hot today. It's only about 26 degrees. But there's not been really much in any of the lakes on the top. But we'll have a little walk around in a bit. I've got a friend coming down with me to do a bit of recording. So we'll have another walk around when he gets here, see if there's many on the top then. If there's, we'll come back, grab a rod and go. But yeah, I'm only in the first 24, 36 hours sort of my session, and I still got another 2 or 3 days left, so I've still got plenty of time. If I still want to move tomorrow, I can move tomorrow if I don't do too well tonight. But I think with this swim I'm just going to stick with this and fish this every time and just try to build a really big hit off it, keep putting bait in, keep the fish in there, because it's been some really nice fish out of this one before and not too many people fish it really. I'm the only person I know of that fishes it. So yeah, I mean, I'm one of the only people that fish the whole lake. There's never really much people on it. I know there's another guy on it today, but that is literally it. I would be surprised if I saw anyone else fishing this weekend. But yeah, hopefully we can make something happen. Hopefully them rods will go soon. There we go, a little liner. Yeah, hopefully them rods will go soon. And yeah, let's hope for a couple of fish today. If not, let's hope for a few tonight. But we'll see what happens. Right, there we go then. This is the fish I had, a lovely mirror. It's one of the stockies I've been wanting. Usually it hangs around 18, 19 pound, but they have spawned in here since then. So we'll get a weight in her and we'll see what she weighs in at. Right, there's the other side of her. Huge shoulders, lovely big tail, really fat belly. What a lovely fish. This will grow on to be very big one day, I think. Lovely. Right, rod's just ripped off again. And it is the koi once again. The 3rd time I've had it now, as you can see down there. It is the koi. I can't believe I've got her again. Literally 10 minutes off that mirror as well. It's crazy. In for a good night, I reckon. Right, there we go. I've had her again. She's got a new scale colourings this time. A lot more black scales on her. Not as pinky on the tail. But yeah, this one changes colours quite a bit. But it's nice to have her again. Always puts up a nice fight, and what a lovely fish. Right, just had this another little stocky mirror. It's one of the new stock, I think. I got stock last year. Really, really nice fish. Really chunky. Huge shoulders on it. What a lovely fish. Let's get her back. Right, Roger out for tonight. This one here, just going down this margin, nice little deep margin. I'm guessing it's about 11, 12 foot, just feeling from the drop of it. But it's clear of weed, no weed, really hard dropping it. Nice bit of bait over that. This middle rod's just going out to that margin, opposite over there. That's what's done me the 3 bites today. And then this rod, left hand rod, is just going to that tree out there, which is same again, nice deep, probably about 8 foot, clear of weed, nice hard drop on that one. I'm happy they're all fishing, happy they're all presenting. But yeah, all got a good bit of bait around them, so hopefully as we go into tonight, they'll produce us a few bites. If they don't and we don't have a great night, and I'll probably end up moving tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So I've had quite a good session already in this peg, so yeah, fingers crossed we'll get a few, and obviously if I do, you guys will know about it. Right, it's the morning now. The rods aren't out, so I've brought them in for the day. We're just going to rest the swim a bit. There's still a few fish going around. There's one of the ghosties going around, and a couple of other nice sized looking fish. So we're going to rest the swim for a bit. I had one take last night from just down this margin, but it really dug itself in that deep, thick weed in the middle. So I lost that one, but yeah, there's still plenty more fish in the swim. So I think best thing to do is just rest the swim for the day, probably do a bit of surface fishing, go and put the rods out in the other lake for a bit, and then I'll come back, get the rods out, and hopefully by then they'll be a bit less wary, no lines in the water all day, and maybe we can manage a few. But yeah, so we're gonna go do a bit of surface fishing. There's a few about, but we'll see what happens. Just managed this lovely little common on the surface. Didn't take too long. I was having some problems with roach and ducks, but just let the bread sink, watched my line, saw the line moving, set the hook, and had this lovely one. He's got a bit of a funny mouth on him, but yeah, he still managed to take the bread, still managed to catch him. Fought really hard, but let's get her back. What a lovely fish. Just put this little stalking rod out, just in this channel where I was fishing last week in the last episode. I saw a few fish cruising in and out, so I've decided to put a rod in there. You can see the hook bait, and there's been a couple carp cruising past, so they come back, I'm confident that'll go. But yeah, we did a bit of surface fishing. I managed one, as you saw, but there's not really much more about, and the roach and the ducks are sort of a bit of a pain, so we come away from that for a bit. But yeah, we headed back to the swim. There's a couple carp right in close, but I dropped the little rod in and none of them took it, but at least we know they're in the area. So we're just going to head up to the other lake a bit later on tonight, and put a couple of rods out in there, see if we can manage anything. And then yeah, head back to the swim after that, get the rods out, and hopefully hoping for an eventful night, but we'll see what happens. Right, so we headed up the other lake for about an hour or two. We managed a few bites, a few nice little commons, but nothing really worth taking pictures of. We headed back to the swim, had a bit of food, got the rods back out. I've got one in that right hand margin, one in the left, and then just one straight out on the opposite bank. So they're all presenting all right, got a decent bit of bait on them, hard drop on each rod, so I'm happy they're fishing. So yeah, hopefully one of them will produce tonight. I only had the one bite last night, which was in the right hand margin, but it went into the really deep thick weed, like I already said, and I lost it. But hopefully one of them will go off tonight. We can manage one more bite before I leave tomorrow. I've got until about 12, half 12. So if one of them don't produce tonight, then I'll probably go around and have a little go surface fishing tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get a bite. If not, hopefully we get one tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. What a way to finish it off with another one of my target mirrors. This is another one of the original stock. It's only been out on the bank a few times, but that was just from that left out margin spot last night on a little solid bag and a matched hatch wafter, just mini mix. But what a lovely fish. But let's get her back. Maybe have one more, but I'd be happy if we don't. Fuck you. Right, there we go. What a way to finish it off. Another one of my targets, and another one of the original stock mirrors. Just down that left hand margin on a solid bag, matched hatch wafter. But yeah, one of my targets again, so what an amazing finish. Okay, right, there we go. Another one of the original stock mirrors. This was one of my target fish as well, so I'm really happy to have her. But it's time to pack up now, so let's get her back. But what a way to finish the session.